Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty interesting. xStocks. Basically, think tokenized U.S. stocks, like SPSX or NVDAX, but living on a blockchain. The big idea, for you listening, is really trying to democratize investing. Global access, 204/7, especially for non-U.S. folks. Sounds like a pretty big shift, right?
Oh, absolutely. And what really jumped out, was the market reaction right off the bat. Within like a single week of launching, this is June 30th, 2025, they got access to almost 200 million users.
Wow, 200 million in a week.
Yeah, through hookups with big exchanges, Bybit. That's 70 million users right there. OKX Wallet, another 55 million. Kraken, 15 million. It just shows there's this huge pent-up demand globally for easier access to U.S. stocks. Really challenges the old way of doing things.
Okay, so huge demand. But how does it actually work? Under the hood, what makes these xStocks tick?
Right, so fundamentally, they're designed to be backed one-to-one. Real shares held by licensed third-party custodians, safe and sound. The tokens themselves, mostly issued on Solana. It's fast, efficient. But importantly, they're also built to be transferable ERC20 compatible tokens.
ERC20, that's like the standard, right? Makes them play nice with other crypto stuff.
Exactly. It means you can move them around easily, use them in different wallets, different DeFi apps, no matter the base chain, really. Key for usability.
Okay, interoperability is key. But how do we know the shares are actually there? How's that trust built if it's all decentralized?
That's where Chainlink comes in. It's actually a really critical piece. They have this thing called proof of reserves. Think of it like a constant public audit on the blockchain. It shows everyone transparently that, yep, the tokens are backed 1.1 by real assets.
Like looking inside the vault anytime.
Pretty much. And they also provide data streams. That's for real-time, accurate price feeds. You need that for any asset. Plus, the company behind it, Backed Finance, they operate under Swiss rules. The Swiss DLT Act gives it a layer of legal clarity, which is helpful.
Right. That Swiss DLT Act gives it some grounding. Okay, so beyond the tech and the trust, what's the bigger picture, the philosophy driving this?
Well, it really boils down to empowerment, giving individuals wherever they are direct access, cutting out the middlemen, the borders, the waiting times that usually block people from U.S. equities. There's a great quote from Arjun Sethi at Kraken. He said something like, for the first time, people globally can own and use a tokenized stock like money.
Use it like money.
Yeah. Move it, hold it, spend it, borrow against it, all from your wallet. No gatekeepers, no delays.
That quote does capture something powerful, especially the use it part. That sounds like DeFi. What does DeFi ready and composable actually mean for these xStocks?
It means they're built to plug right into decentralized finance, like seamlessly.
Right.
And composable just means they're like digital building blocks. You can combine them with other crypto assets, other protocols.
Okay, so you could use your tokenized Apple stock to do something else.
Exactly. Like Camino, big lending protocol on Solana, they're letting you use xStocks as collateral. So maybe you borrow against your NVDAX tokens to make another investment. Or Jupiter Lend plans to do similar things. It turns a kind of static stock holding into something active, programmable.
That sounds really cool. Very crypto native. But it's bridging two worlds, right? Traditional stocks and 247 crypto. Must be some friction there. Challenges.
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? The big one is market hours. xStocks trade 247 on chain, sure, but redeeming them, turning the token back into the actual stock share, that only happens when, the NYSE or NASDAQ is open.
Right. So there can be a mismatch.
A definite mismatch. A delta in the reference price, they call it, especially over weekends or holidays. If news breaks when traditional markets are closed, the token price might move. But you can't actually access the underlying share value until Monday morning. That's tricky.
Yeah, that's a fundamental disconnect. And what about regulation? A global asset must be a headache there.
Oh, definitely. It's operating in a real gray zone globally. So Backed Finance has its Swiss compliance, which is strong, and they require KYC, know your customer, if you want to redeem tokens directly with them.
Okay, KYC for redemption.
Right. But then you have partners like the exchange Gate.io who are advertising trading of xStocks with no KYC.
Right.
So you see the tension, balancing that global easy access dream with the very real, very strict rules different countries have. It's a constant tightrope walk.
So wrapping up a bit, xStocks are kind of blurring the lines. TradFi meets DeFi, trying to be this neutral public good asset class. Interesting phrase.
It is. And looking ahead, Backed Finance isn't just stopping at xStocks. They're offering tokenization as a service. basically becoming the infrastructure provider for other companies wanting to tokenize assets.
Spreading the tech.
Exactly. Diversifies their business? Sure. But it also helps grow the whole market for tokenizing real-world assets, RWA tokenization.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? What if all public assets eventually end up on blockchains, accessible everywhere, all the time? What would that future actually look like for global wealth? Something to chew on. What stands out most to you from all this?